Types of people on summer break. Are you guys on summer break yet? I mean, we're starting our summer stream schedule tomorrow. If you're not, I'm sorry. But some of y'all don't be getting out of fucking work at school till like the fucking 30th of June. That shit's way too late. Oh. Also, I'm cracking open a fucking Kinetic. Princess for the 3. Not in the UK. Is the UK summer break similar to the US? I would assume maybe it's a little later. Oh, wait. Somebody just said, in the UK, summer break starts in July, ends in September. Yeah, so it's like a month moved. I feel like that's weird to start it in July. Some of y'all be getting fucked over, though. Some of my chat will be like, yeah, I get out June 28th and I go back August 20th. I'm like, oh, so you're off for like a month? You're off for like a month and a half, and then you got to start doing back to school. I remember the worst shit ever. Not when I was in high school. This was more like elementary, middle school. You're watching like, you know, Disney XD on like a nice summer day, and then it flashes forward to like a Staples ad. And you're like, you're just like brought back into the loop, and you're like, oh shit, it's coming back. Fuck. And you're like, there's no way. Because that's when you knew summer was getting near. That's literally the mark of, like, if you weren't checking the calendar, that's how you knew summer was coming to an end. Remember that era, chat, where you're in the summer. In high school, you probably don't have it anymore. But, like, elementary school, you remember when it was, like, summer break and you didn't know what day it was? That was the shit. Where you would just wake up and you'd be like, it's just the summer. You don't know if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. It's just whatever. You're just up. It's just, you got to check it. You're like, hey, one of your friends, I feel like the last time would be like early middle school. Your friend would be like, hey, do you want to hang out on Friday? And you're like, what day is it? I don't know.
Summer break is when everyone collectively loses their minds. No more homework, no more structure, just 3 months of either becoming your best self or completely rotting. So let's go over the types of people on summer break.
Dude, the worst part of summer break was like the last 2 weeks. Because all you're thinking about is like you have to go back to school and you're like bored as fuck at the same time. I remember like some summer breaks in high school, I would be like, I just want school to start. Like, I was bored. I remember being bored because I was like, we're not going to do anything because it starts in 2 weeks. Might as well start now and get off 2 weeks earlier this year. Like, that was the way I was thinking. I was like, it's like August 5th. Let's just start. And then I'll get out in fucking May next year.
Meet Ethan. Ethan hasn't touched grass since finals week. He's been in the same chair for so long his spine looks like a cursive L. He eats dinner at midnight, sleeps at 4 a.m., and his only exposure—
Bro, the fucked up sleep schedule got so bad. I remember there was a 2-week span where we were playing Minecraft on Xbox. And this was probably my freshman or sophomore year in high school. I would wake up at like noon, hop on Minecraft at like 1, and not stop playing. Like, I wouldn't get out of my chair outside of like grabbing food and pissing for like 15 hours.
To sunlight is when he opens the fridge and the light hits him like a flashbang. He is chronically online, not just addicted, he lives online. You ask him how summer's going and he starts reciting a Reddit thread. He's not even talking in real sentences anymore, just broken meme references and streamer slang. You'll say, yo, you good? And he'll respond with ratio plus fell off plus source question mark. Like, sir, this is real life, there is no source. His screen time is 13 hours and that's just on his phone. He's got 3 monitors, one for Twitch, one for Discord, and one that's just for watching full YouTube documentaries about situations that don't affect him at all.
How many for people that have PCs, how many monitors do you guys have? I only have 2. I actually have extra monitors that are backups, but I only have 2 hooked up. I feel like having the most monitors you should ever have is 3. Whenever I see those stupid fucking tech streamer setups and they have like 6 monitors and a TV, what do you have on that? What are you putting? What are you putting on your monitor where you have YouTube, maybe your game, Streamlabs, or something if you're a streamer? What, like a whole fucking monitor for Spotify And then what do you have on the other one? Just like a fucking like animated Mario character just going. Like, what that you just randomly stare at or something? Like, what do you put on those monitors?
All. You try to hang out and he hits you with, sorry bro, drama's unfolding in the VTuber community. What do you mean drama's unfolding? Go outside. He's in 14 Discord servers and somehow an admin in 6. Every time you see him, he looks a little more pale, like he's mid-transformation into a ring camera ghoul. He hasn't worn real pants in weeks, just shorts with a grease stain from a Hot Pocket he dropped in June. And here's the wild part. He knows everything. He knows the current TikTok drama, Twitch bans, Twitter meltdowns, and somehow even what's going on in British reality TV. He'll be like, bro, what's the weather today? He'll be like, I don't know about that, but I can tell you why this 17-year-old YouTuber is getting canceled for saying bruh in 2019. By the time school starts again, this kid will need to be reintroduced to society like a feral animal. You gotta just toss this kid outside with a Capri Sun and...
Dude, but the first like 2 weeks of school are usually chill. Usually. It's like, it was the same thing in high school and college. Like, when we would go back, I remember the first, like, 2 weeks, it's just, like, intro shit. Like, most of the time, you might get done class early. It's just like, hey, this is what we're going to be doing this year. First day only. I think first week of college is, like, you don't really have any assignments. The first day. College, it's easier. Because high school, you're there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When you're in college, you might have Monday through Friday classes, but if you're smart and you schedule your classes, like, I only had classes Tuesdays, Thursdays. If you were a fan of mine in like 2023, I used to have to go live late on Thursdays because I would have class. And so I'd go live at like 5 or 6. And every other day it would just be like normal because I would literally be in class. And I was like, I can't, because my schedule just sucked. I would have class from like 8 a.m. to like 4. And I would just have like random breaks in between. But yeah, no, that's like the better shit when you're in college is you don't have class as much. That's a genuine tip, by the way. If you're going to college or if you're in college, schedule your classes where you either have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. That's how most colleges set it up, where like you have classes that meet 3 times a week that are like an hour and a half, and then you have 2-hour classes that meet twice a week. And those are usually better, like 2-hour, 20-minute classes. Those are way better. What's your new stream schedule? Tomorrow's summer stream schedule. I'll be live tomorrow at 1, but in the summer, I'm usually live at like 1 or 2 EST every day. That I'm live. I still take like 1 day off a week. Or like long breaks. Like I'll usually stream for like 2 weeks straight and then take off for like 4 days, 5 days, shit like that. You live on campus? No.
Pray for the best. Next up, we got the camp kid. Every summer, this kid vanishes, like straight up disappears.
Bro, I wish I went to camp. Like, I never experienced... That's, like, such a weird childhood experience that I will never have. I'm not saying it would be great, but, like, people always rave about how fun camp was. And I'm like, I never went to fucking camp.
It's off the grid. No.
You look like a camp kid? You still can? No. Now, fuck no. Even if there was like an adult camp, I just wouldn't want to go. I would just do something else. Be a counselor? Pass. I'd rather go to Mexico for 6 days. I'm saying in that time. Now, fuck camp. I don't want what the fuck. I'm not going to fucking camp. I'd rather just go somewhere else. Right? Then, no. Yeah, like I'm saying when I was like 15, yeah, camp would be cool.
No phone, no texts, no socials. You ask where
Why is Mexico a bad thing? I never said it was a bad thing. I said I would rather go to Mexico.
they went and they say, oh, just this little kid.
That's how I feel about college. What, you wish you went to college? I feel like a lot of people wish they had the college experience that didn't go. And it's like, there's some things that are cool. And keep in mind, I commuted, so I wasn't like dorming. And I think the dorm life of college is a lot different when you live on campus. Like there's there's 3 different college lives. There's a commuter who has a job on the side. There's somebody who lives on campus that has a job and works on campus and has a chill time there. And then there's like bums that just do their classes, have a 2.0 GPA, and just party every day. That's like what most people assume the college life is like, but like most college students don't do that. That's like frat bro shit.
camp out in the woods near some lake in a state you never heard of. They say it like they just joined a secret society or a cult. And when they come back, they've changed. They've got a tan, a necklace made of pine cones, and a new personality. They're using words like cabin vibes and lake core. Like, bro, what does that even mean? They return home with 6 friendship bracelets, 2 new catchphrases, and a crush named Sage, who lives in Vermont and writes poetry about frogs. Suddenly they're journaling, saying things like, nature just speaks to me, and bringing up how they saw a deer and felt something shift spiritually. Every convo turns.
I've never had somebody that went to camp talk about this. I remember every person that talked about camp to me talked about how they, like, did drugs at night. And would, like, sneak out and fucking do, like, crazy shit. Like, that was camp. I never had people being like, yeah, I was one with nature. They'd be like, yeah, we would get high and go to the beach. And then we would just play dodgeball all day. Like, you would just fuck around.
Turns into a flashback. One time at camp, we made s'mores, then Elijah farted so loud a raccoon fell out of a tree. Cool story, but we're at Chipotle right now, can we not? They romanticize everything, even the traumatic parts. Yeah, we had a tornado warning, 2 people got poison ivy, and 1 kid got bit by a raccoon with rabies.
Yo, what's that camp shit that, like, people force their kids to go to that's, like, torture? It's not a religious camp necessarily. No, I don't think I'm not saying conversion camp, not boot camp. It might, I don't know what it is, but it's like the parents sign you away and it's like a retreat and you'll go just like wilderness and they take your phone and it's like they won't tell you what time of day it is. It's not like a boarding school. Yeah, like wilderness therapy is what it's called or something like that. And it's disturbing where they'll be like, hey, when are we eating again? And they'll go, don't ask those questions. And they'll be really ominous and creepy.
Best summer of my life. They'll wear their camp merch like it's a band tour shirt. Camp Arrowleaf 2023 Session C Cabin 12. Like that means anyone except the 4 people who almost drowned in a canoe together. And don't even think about insulting camp in front of them. They'll go full cult member. You just wouldn't understand. Camp changes people. Bro, you made a lanyard and ate reheated spaghetti in the woods. By the time school starts, they've convinced themselves that camp you is their real self. Meanwhile, normal you is just some NPC waiting for June to come back around. Next up, we got the family vacation prisoner. This kid gets trapped in a family vacation every single summer. One day they're chilling, the next their mom's like, we're going on a family road trip, it'll be fun. And boom, they're in a car for 12 days straight. No Wi-Fi, no alone time, just long car rides, gas station bathrooms, and a baby cousin who screams every 10 minutes. The AC's broken.
Dude, I feel like this is like a chill thing to do though. Going on like the family vacation. Just like chilling, you know, hanging out. That's if you like your family.
And everyone's arguing about directions. They're eating fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every stop is worse than the last. Some weird statue, a museum no one cares about, or a scenic...
I love when people go see the, what's the fucking... oh my God, what's the mountain? Mount Rushmore. I love when people go see Mount Rushmore, and it's like, yeah, we drove 6 hours to see this. You walk up, take a picture, and leave. Because it's just a mountain with heads on it. There's no real, there's nothing else you're going to do. You're just going to walk up, go, huh, that's cool. Picture, leave.
View that looks like a pile of rocks. Their parents are taking selfies while the kids are dying inside. And at night, 1 hotel room for the whole family. They have to sleep next to their cousin who kicks in his sleep and breathes like Darth Vader, and who also believes that 4 a.m. is the perfect time to start singing Baby Shark. It smells like feet and sunscreen, and there's never enough pillows. Then comes the most humiliating part, old-timey photo day. They'll dress you up like an old...
Bro, I was just with Brooke at the beach the other day. And they every boardwalk has like an old-timey photo business. And we passed it and I went, how the fuck is this place in business? Like, who's pulling up here and going, yeah, let's all dress as cowboys and take a fucking picture on a set? Why would I do that? Why would I ever want to do that? And then what, am I going to frame the photo? Like, what's fun about that? Money laundering? That's a money laundering business, literally.
cowboy make you hold a fake shotgun and pose with your family like it's the 1800s. That photo will be framed in your house until you die. By the time they get back, they're sunburned, tired, and permanently annoyed. You ask how their summer went and they just say, don't talk to me. Next up, we got the Instagram flexer. This is the kid who vanishes for 1 week and comes back acting like they just lived through the plot of The Wolf of Wall Street. They hit you with 36 Instagram stories in a row from Turks and Caicos. Every single one of them is standing in front of a palm tree.
Dude, the best is when you were or when I was younger and somebody would go to a concert and you'd spam through their story and it would literally just be and they filmed the whole thing. They filmed the whole thing vertical mode and it's just a shaky camera and they're like and they're singing along with it. It's the worst thing ever. It's like, why? Yeah, facts. I really want to watch that. Oh my God. Thank you for posting. Thank you for posting your 720p fucking 40-minute vlog of just the fucking shaky camera and bad quality where I could barely hear the fucking music and I just hear you screaming.
Doing the same pose, peace sign, looking away, or that candid laugh while they check their phone. They rented a jet ski for 15 minutes and now they're posting captions like, God's timing, my timing, with like the greater than symbol facing God's timing. Or even worse, started from the bottom, now we here. Bro, you started from a gated community, your dad owns a car dealership, and your mom sells essential oils. What bottom?
When Ron goes, yeah, I'm from the trenches, and he's from like Cherry Hill. He's from Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
And the flexing doesn't stop after the trip
What Ron? Stable Ron.
ends. They'll recycle the same 3 photos all summer. Throwback Thursday, boom, beach pic. Feeling blessed, boom, yacht photo from 2 months ago. New post drop, same exact photo, but now it's black and white with the caption, lost in the waves. Okay, yeah, you were near water once. Congrats. They'll come back to school in the fall with a fake tan, 2 overpriced bracelets from a beachside gift shop, and a new personality based entirely on traveling. They start saying stuff like, the culture really changed me, even though they
I feel like he's like, bro, this is maybe like one guy out of every school. There's people that fit these like fit these like profiles and like, you know, instances, but not to the degree that he's saying.
spent the entire trip taking mirror selfies in a hotel lobby and eating mozzarella sticks from room service. The worst part is they'll try to act like they didn't care. Like, yeah, it was whatever, just a little getaway. Meanwhile, they brought a ring light in.
I'm going to say something that sounds very alcoholic, okay? I'm going to say something that sounds like I'm an alcoholic, okay? Not being... Well, it depends on the country you go to. Not being old enough to drink and going to an all-inclusive resort sucks. I'm not saying you need alcohol for vacation, but like all-inclusive resorts, the main selling point is everything's included. In parentheses, specifically alcohol, which is the main selling point. Like, I've been to an all-inclusive place, like, once or twice, and they usually have two separate resorts. They have an adult resort, which is fun, and then they have a family resort, which sucks, because it's a bunch of screaming kids running around with, like, parents at the pool bar just clearly... like trying their hardest to have fun, like actively trying. Like, so what about a mocktail? Yeah, I used to get virgin strawberry daiquiris. I remember that. I remember when I used to go to the beach when I was younger, I'd be like, hey, can I get a virgin strawberry daiquiri? Like, yeah, they taste good, but why would you even bring your kids? That's what I'm saying. If you're bringing your kids on vacation, don't go to an all-inclusive resort. Go somewhere where you could adventure. Because when you go to an all-inclusive resort, you just stay on the resort the entire time. Like, if you're going to bring your family somewhere, go somewhere that's the same price, but you're able to go, like, hiking and, like, do stuff.
in their
outside of like bum and just fucking sit at the pool bar all day.
Suitcase and made an unboxing video of their resort room. They also love acting like they paid for the whole thing themselves. No, bro, your mom booked it on Expedia and used points. You didn't grind for this. You packed Crocs and complained about the Wi-Fi. And by the end of the summer, they've posted so much, you're starting to think they live on vacation. But come September, back in math class, same hoodie, 3 days in a row, acting like none of that ever happened. Next up.
Nah, I remember there was a kid at my school that would literally be on vacation the entire summer. He would just be in like Greece or Italy. And I was like, God damn, dude, you must be rich. Fuck. Gone for 3 months, June to August. You're just not home. And so he'd be like he was in a foreign land when he came back. Like, you just get used to living there.
Up we have the we should hang ghost. This is the person who hits you with that classic.
Chat, I'm not eating the edible yet. I said at the 2-hour mark.
Yo, we gotta hang this summer for real.
Why'd you start so early? We're transitioning to the summer stream schedule. Rosalina for the 1,050 bits. Did you genuinely like Mind's Eye sponsored? Don't be honest if it affects your sponsorship. I just want to know how that works. Thanks for being Subway Surfers Entertainment. Much love. Nash for the 3. Go to Wyoming for 12 days. Jay for the 1,000 bits. Jake for the 3. No Life is Peak when Joe Bart Scream notifications are on. Zap for the 5 just graduated. Congrats. Haven't locked in for college. Any tips? Scheduling. Get your shit done on time. That's really what matters. Super for the 3. You either missed my bets or you didn't read them. Prince for the 3. SX for the 3. Been watched for 3 to 4 years. Squells for the 3. Have surgery in a few days. Remember you talking about anesthesia. I already read that. Super. I don't know what you said, man. Could you retype it and get a mod to pin it? Because it's going to take me like 10 minutes to find it. Z, Alyssa, your Twisty Hills, Goonies, Joe Bart, not, Twisty Wave, Sublime, or Subliminal, Awk, Twix, and Zach for the sub. Lock in.
And you, being delusional and full of hope, go bet. And that's the end of the story. No follow-up, no dates locked in, just two people pretending they're about to make memories, and then silently ghosting each other for 3 months. You'll randomly text, what days you free? They say, let me check, and then vanish like a magician.
No, that'll happen your whole life, though. That's not like a school year summer thing. That's like you meet a guy you haven't hung out with in years, and you're like, yo, we gotta hang out sometime soon. It's probably not going to happen. You guys will see each other at a bar one time, and that'll be it.
Been checking their calendar since June. At this point, they must be using Google Maps.
What about the Mind's Eye question? Can't answer it.
To find free.
Broke for the 3. How did you get big? Like, did everybody from TikTok just start watching you, or was nobody for a while? I mean, I grew very slowly. You could look at my Twitch tracker. It takes a while.
This entire friendship becomes a simulation of plans. You talk about ideas like, we should go to the beach. Let's have a movie night. We gotta hit that spot downtown. None of it ever happens. It's just a...
Oh my god, dude, my sub goal doesn't work either. See, that's the problem. My fucking Streamlabs is fucked up.
Long slow motion lie you both agreed to participate in. You might even run into them in public and say, bro, we still gotta hang. Like it's not 80% their fault.
You got me.
Like they didn't just dodge your last 2 texts and leave you undelivered since July 9th. And what's even worse, you do the exact same thing to someone else.
I think the biggest problem with that is like when you can't drive. Once you're able to drive, you unlock like a level of freedom where you're able to hang out with your friends without having to be like carpooled around. That's the worst. That's like the biggest like upgrade you get is when you're able to fucking drive your own car or like commute. I mean, now there's like Uber and stuff where I think that's different, where I don't know if you guys like Uber to hang out with each other. But for me, like I just didn't hang out with people in the summer until I got a car. Until I was able to, like, actually drive places, it'd be the entire summer I would just be alone.
Probably 3 other people waiting on you to hang. Everyone's stuck in this eternal loop of fake plans and broken dreams, like it's the social Groundhog Day. By the end of summer, you scroll up in the chat and realize your entire friendship was just a bunch of, yo, we gotta, with no follow through. But it's fine, because as soon as school starts again, they hit you with, yo, we didn't even hang this summer, that's crazy, and the cycle begins again. At the end of the day, summer break turns everyone into a different species. Some of us glow up, some of us rot. Some of us go outside and touch grass, while others get so pale their skin reflects light like a car headlight. But hey, whether you spend it traveling, grinding, partying, or just laying in bed watching YouTube with chip crumbs.
Bro, one thing I hate doing, and it's kind of obvious, I fucking hate tanning. I hate tanning. Me and Brooke will go to the beach, and she just wants to lay down. I can't fucking do that. Dude, it's like I'm being tortured. Like, I get so... Okay, that's an exaggeration. But I'll be sitting there, and it's like 90 degrees outside. The fucking UV is like a 10, and I'm like... And I'm just getting singed. I'm like, I either need to dig a hole, throw a ball, get an RC car that I'm able to, like, drive around. If I don't have anything that I could actively do, I'm freaking out. Like, I can't just lay down and just sit because I'm going to start losing it. It'd be different if it was like a 70 degrees outside and I could fall asleep. But when I have sunglasses on and I still feel like the sun's shining into my brain because I'm laying on my fucking back and it's just cooking me. Pinned. Can you watch the Jurassic World Evolution 3 trailer? I think I already played it. Plans for the 4. Have you ever been to Ibiza? No. Is it weird that we spend money on things that hold money? Stop. Broke for the 3. Stop. Stop it.
In your hair. It's your summer. Own the chaos. Now, go panic finish your summer reading assignments and pretend like you didn't waste the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, and I'll see you guys.
Dislike if you disliked. Wow, that's the first fucking YouTuber I said that you could dislike the video.